So I'm going to explain a little bit about pendulation, and then in the end, there is an exercise for anyone that wants to begin doing this on a regular basis. And I encourage you, the more often you do an exercise like pendulation, the easier it is to be in your body. Once you're in your body and you're actually working through the emotions that come up, you're really beginning to process and heal instead of getting stuck in symptom management. So let's talk about what pendulation is. Pendulation involves switching between resourcing and titration, which allows a person to move between a state of arousal that's triggered by a traumatic event and a state of calm. So again, when we're thinking about certain things in our life, isn't it true that our body can become aroused? We can feel triggered in the body. We might feel a tightness in our chest. Our jaw might get really tense. Our throat might start feeling closed off. We might feel queasy in our stomach, pain in our back. That's your nervous system being aroused because of the unprocessed material that's still in it. When we do pendulation, we allow a little bit of that to come up. And then we pendulate by finding a resource in your nervous system, whether it's an internal resource or an external resource, where your nervous system can notice the arousal and yet also notice this place that feels okay. As your nervous system begins learning how to do that, how to go to a place of arousal, back to a place of calm, titrating, which means giving a little bit of that arousal, and then going back to that place of calm, this helps the body to regain homeostasis or balance. Our nervous system should normally be able to fluctuate in a nice flow state. But because of trauma, when a little bit of arousal comes on, we tend to get flung way up, or we're so dissociated, we're flung way down, and there's no flow. We're like living life like this outside of our window of tolerance, which is where there exists a nice flow. So we're kind of reteaching the nervous system to go back to that state of flow, which is a state in which the body's systems are regulated and working in balance. I've had clients that do coaching with me. Now, my coaching package includes somatic experiencing sessions, right? But they're optional. But once a client tends to experience somatic experiencing, it really is a game changer, because as they learn to be comfortable with the emotions that they have been avoiding, dreading, thinking that it's too much for them to feel, and their nervous system starts learning how it can start feeling that, they begin loosening the knot. Trauma is like a knot, right? It's all tied together and we can't work through it because it's just, there's too much there. Well, in this exercise, as they do pendulation, they begin loosening the knot each time they do it. And as they're loosening it, things are more available. They start coming up and loosening a little bit more until you get this one piece that gets to untangle. And as you begin untangling that, and your body starts to feel more comfortable doing that, you're able to really work through the trauma. Instead of what most of the time we want to do is grab this and chuck it, but it doesn't work, right? But when we unravel it, and we do so in a way that does not cause flooding, does not cause over traumatization, that's when we really start to see shifts. So pendulation is an awesome exercise. It's one of the things we do as we're doing somatic experiencing. So that being said, here is a brief exercise that you can do to begin helping you to start feeling comfortable with the discomfort in your body. Now, here's something I want to recommend. Okay, it's 2023, second day into 2023, and a lot of people want to accomplish goals. But sometimes it's the very emotions in our body that stop us. So as you do this somatic experiencing, it's with the thought of seeing what somatic resistance is in your body when it comes to the goals you want to achieve for 2023. So that being said, let's do it.